Interesting setup for Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania 40. Backstage locker room reaction after mass WWE releases. WWE's canceled plans for two release stars. The Rock finally breaks silence on WWE superstars being released 1 week after his major return. Former WWE champion wants a massive rematch with the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns expected to lose the title to former WWE champion. Let's jump right into it. Backstage locker room reaction after mass WWE releases. WWE went through many cuts today, releasing multiple superstars throughout the day. Now there's word about what the reaction has been backstage in the locker room after the releases went through. The company released quite a few stars. As of now, the names we know are as follows: Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, Shelton Benjamin, Riddick Moss, Emma, Elias, Rick Boogs, Top Dollar, Aaliyah, Mace, Mansoor, Shanky, Dana Brooke, as well as multiple NXT stars including Quincy Elliott, Dabakato, Uliza Leon, Kevin Ventura Cortez, Brooklyn Barlow, and Alexis Gray. According to a report, there are other names from NXT, but those are not known as of now. With this being the case, as reported by Dr. Chris Featherstone, the mood backstage is far from the best. Backstage stars are unhappy, with sources saying nobody happy about that when commenting on the WWE stars being let go. With this coming on the back of the merger with Endeavor, it's a turbulent time for the company. Taking place the day before WWE SmackDown, fans will be waiting to see if any of the stars will react to the releases. Given how things have gone in the past, though it seems unlikely now. What was your reaction to the budget cuts? Sound off in the comments section below. WWE's canceled plans for two release stars. WWE allegedly had different plans for two release stars than what eventually played out on TV in the end. Mace and Mansoor are no longer with World Wrestling Entertainment. After a long stretch of inactivity, the two stars were let go by the promotion. Mace and Mansoor were once aligned with the insanely popular Maxine Dupre. Dupre later began showing interest in Alpha Academy's Otis. This led to Dupre aligning with Alpha Academy and cutting ties with the Maximum Male models due in the process. Mace and Mansoor recently did a Twitch stream in which they revealed that WWE had originally planned to have Otis join them. This would have then led to the duo turning on Otis during his first fashion show, resulting in a match between the two tandems. Watching the Mace and Mansoor Twitch stream, they said the MM/Alpha Academy program was supposed to end with Otis joining the group, only for them to turn on him during his first fashion show, leading to a match between the teams. Mansoor made his way to WWE in 2018 and had been a mainstay in the company for about 5 years before his release. As for Mace, he was signed way back in 2016. The talented duo were certainly not used to their fullest potential and would be great additions to any promotion that shows interest in them. We wish Mace and Mansoor the very best for their future. The Rock finally breaks silence on WWE superstars being released 1 week after his major return. The Rock returned to WWE last week during SmackDown, shocking every fan. 1 week later, following the merger with Endeavor, multiple stars have been let go. The legendary wrestler and Hollywood star has now reacted to the releases. Over the course of the day, multiple WWE stars announced that they were no longer with the company. Starting off with Mustafa Ali making the announcement, several other stars have been let go, including Aaliyah, Dolph Ziggler, and Shelton Benjamin, among many others. All these releases come only a week after The Rock created an immense moment by returning. It remains to be seen if he's going to make more appearances, but he had something to say to his fellow WWE stars. With the industry reeling from all the releases, The Rock has finally reacted to the news hours after the rest of the wrestling community braced themselves for a difficult day. The Rock said that he'd just seen the releases. He sent a message to Dolph Ziggler specifically, while also talking to every other star who found themselves let go by WWE today. Just seeing all these releases now. These days, so often tough for the ones who gave their all to our crazy world of pro wrestling, like a Heel Ziggler. What a decorated at WWE career, and I'll always be a supporter and fan. Can't wait to see what he and everyone does next. #onward. Given the immense talents of the stars who were let go, fans might not have to wait too long before they see them wrestling elsewhere. It remains to be seen where Dolph Ziggler goes, although there were some teases connecting him to AEW before his release. Drew McIntyre challenges Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Drew McIntyre recently revealed that he would challenge Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title after going through a few more stars on the Raw roster. The Scottish Warrior is one of the biggest baby faces on the Red brand. As such, fans are waiting for him to rise up the card and challenge the Messiah for his coveted World Heavyweight Championship. However, McIntyre is teaming up with Matt Riddle and Killing in the tag team division. In an exclusive chat with Sportskeeda Wrestling ahead of Superstar Spectacle, McIntyre made it clear he was in no rush to challenge Seth Rollins. He added that he was focused on his tag team with Riddle now and explained that he would like to feud with more stars on Raw before moving to the world title picture. And the world title, I don't want a challenge for it right away. I think I need to work through some superstars. Even though I have my name and reputation, you're only as good as you've been recently. I have been doing a lot of tag stuff recently because Riddle keeps nipping in my knees and wants to tag all the time. But I want to make sure I get on a good run and then earn the right to fight for the world title with Seth, said Drew McIntyre. In a previous interview with Sportskeeda Wrestling last year, Drew McIntyre confirmed confessed to being a big fan of Seth Rollins' work. The former WWE champion mentioned that the Messiah was his favorite wrestler to watch due to his abilities both on the mic and inside the ring. I do enjoy watching Seth Rollins' shtick right now. It always makes me crack up. It makes me laugh that he makes himself laugh so much, said Drew McIntyre. McIntyre and Rollins last competed in a singles competition at Money at the Bank 2020, where the former put his newly won WWE Championship on the line. Former WWE champion wants a massive rematch with the Tribal Chief. WWE superstar Drew McIntyre recently made it known that he intends to face Roman Reigns again sometime down the line and get a singles win over him. In 2022, the Scottish Warrior feuded with the Tribal Chief over the latter's undisputed Universal Championship. Many believe Drew McIntyre would end Reigns' historic run with a gold Clash at the Castle in Cardiff. However, that wasn't meant to be, as the Tribal Chief found a way out to retain the gold. Though the former WWE champion hasn't had another match with Roman Reigns since last year, he still has plans to get back inside the ring with him. In a chat with Sportskeeda Wrestling ahead of Superstar Spectacle 2023, McIntyre mentioned that he wasn't sure if he would get to lay his hands at Reigns anytime soon since they worked on separate brands. The Raw superstar explained that Roman Reigns was his kryptonite as he's never been able to take him down. Can't imagine Roman anytime soon just because I'm on the Raw roster right now. But if the opportunity presents itself, I'm always gonna go for Roman. He's been like my kryptonite since I returned to WWE. I have never got that victory over him in the past 6 years, said Drew McIntyre. Going by the quality of their matches at Survivor Series 2020 and Clash at the Castle 2022, it's safe to say McIntyre and Reigns share great chemistry in the ring. On both occasions, the Tribal Chief benefited by having his bloodline stablemates around him at the ringside. Drew McIntyre put Herculean efforts and came inches close to winning, only to be outnumbered. As such, fans hope to see a match between the two with minimal outside shenanigans. It's fair to assume that though another clash between McIntyre and Reigns may not become a reality anytime soon. Considering they are on separate brands, it's a feud that can be reignited at any point owing to their rich history. Roman Reigns expected to lose the title to former WWE champion. Major League Wrestling star Jacob Fatu has shared that he thought his cousin Roman Reigns was going to lose to Drew McIntyre at WWE Clash at the Castle last year. The event was held in the United Kingdom. Since the Scottish Warrior had the home ground advantage, many people expected him to walk out with the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. However, after Solo Sikoa made a surprise appearance and interfered in the bout, a spear was all it took to keep the lengthy title reign alive. Speaking to Muscleman Malcolm, Jacob Fatu stated that he was watching WWE Clash at the Castle at an indie show with several other wrestlers. He thought Roman Reigns would lose the match and went crazy when Solo Sikoa showed up. I almost thought Drew McIntyre was going to beat him Roman at that pay-per-view. Man, I thought Uce was going to lose though. As soon as he get in with the bam, 1-2, man, and when Bro got pulled out, man, when I seen Solo Sikoa, boy, I jumped up in front of everybody. The boys, especially Jim Ross and them, they're looking at me like I'm a mark. I'm like, I don't give a f, that's my cousin, you feel me? Let's go. It was a special moment, said Fatu. The head of the table was last seen on the SummerSlam Fallout episode of SmackDown, where Jey Uso attacked him. Although Paul Heyman has mentioned his name on the blue brand for the past few weeks, he's been absent from TV. According to reports, Roman Reigns is currently advertised for the October 27 episode of SmackDown. The report also mentions that he will wrestle at WWE Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia this year. It'll be interesting to see who his next opponent will be. Who do you think should dethrone Roman Reigns? Sound off in the comments below. Interesting setup for Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania 40. Legendary wrestling manager Jim Cornette has shared his thoughts on how WWE could set up The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 without involving the title. The Great One recently revealed that a match between him and the Tribal Chief was locked in for the show's shows this year, but plans were changed, and he didn't compete at the event. However, the People's Champ admitted that he would be willing to do something at the grandest stage of them all next year, which means it's possible that the dream match will finally take place. Speaking on the latest edition of the Jim Cornette Experience, the wrestling veteran stated that Cody Rhodes could win the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns could then face The Rock in a non-title match at WrestleMania 40. What about this? Cody finally gets his match against Roman at the Royal Rumble, and The Rock is there to police this, maybe even as a surprise. I'm saying don't kayfabe the biggest star in the world. Maybe he just comes out to stop the evil Bloodline members from doing something. Cody wins the title, but now it's Roman and Rock, one-on-one at WrestleMania 40 to restore the dynasty. Rock can't win the title, so it can't be for the title. Unless they're gonna beat The Rock, which I think is crazy, said Cornette. Unless the Tribal Chief loses his title before April, he'll defend the Universal Championship for the 4th consecutive time at the Showcase of the Immortals. He's been world champion for 1,117 plus days, which is an incredible feat. Cody Rhodes is still many people's favorite to dethrone Roman Reigns, but it's currently unknown when or if the two stars will face each other again. With The Rock seemingly in the picture, seeing who makes a crack at Roman at WrestleMania 40 will be interesting. Would you like to see Cody Rhodes or The Rock face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40? Sound off in the comments below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing